I make prime rib using a method most people overlook. It's better than sous vide and it gives you perfect results every time. I'm starting with the bone-in rib roast and seasoning it generously with kosher salt, fresh cracked black pepper, and herb de Provence. I'll also season my meat the day before and let it sit in the fridge overnight so that all these seasonings can get into the meat. The method I use is called the reverse sear method. Instead of starting in a hot oven, I start in a cold oven and I cook it low and slow. I cook it at 200 degrees so the meat stays evenly cooked all the way through the center. I'll cook this until the internal temperature reaches 128 degrees. For this roast, that took about 5.5 hours. Once it hits this temperature, I'll pull it out of the oven, crank the oven up to 500 degrees, and I'll roast it for another 5 to 10 minutes until I get that nice, crunchy, crispy, golden crust on the outside. Then, and this part matters, I let it rest for a full hour so all those juices stay right where they belong. And then what you end up with is exactly what you want. Tender, juicy, perfectly cooked prime rib every single time. This method is very similar to cooking in sous vide because it's such a low oven temperature, but you're not placing the meat in the bag and you're getting more color on the outside. There are only a few steps to making this, but each one of them is critical to make it come out perfect every time. If you enjoy from scratch cooking made for real life, subscribe to Gather at Our Table. I share the recipes we make at home every week. Thanks for gathering at our table, and I'll see you on the next one.